This month's Thursdoid details a few parts of Build 42 and the crafting overhaul that should be ready for when the Unstable branch comes out, and unfortunately still no word on when we can expect it to release. More on that later. Beginning with what we can expect to come from the crafting overhaul in the Unstable build, we get a list of things that they would consider to be done or what should be at least finished in time. This includes metalsmithing, blacksmithing, pottery, carving handles and shafts for crafted weapons, small-scale bone carving to create sewing needles, fish hooks, cutlery, and materials for certain armor types, the essentials for agricultural production being flour, oil, thread, twine, and things along those lines, and weapon crafting recipes using random flat surfaces which are simple and don't require their own workbench. We will also be getting brewing, glassmaking, and butchery as far as the different forms of crafting you can do. There will also be lots of craftable decorative items which will be good for personalizing your base. They note that not all of the animations will be complete for these things, and stuff like bow making will be one of the features coming later since it requires more complex animations and overall work. There will also apparently be a modding guide for these things once the Unstable branch comes out. And they tell us as well that they have actually outsourced some of their work to TEA Games to help get this done quicker. Finally, they show us a screenshot of how crafting will look on these flat surfaces throughout the game, be it a desk, dining table, or even a tree stump. Next, they talk all about how the new biomes and procedural wilderness generation will work. As you probably already know, there will no longer be a black border at the edge of the world, and instead there will be procedurally generated wilderness complete with different biomes that you can go explore. They share with us this image showing what the current zoning of the map looks like right now, mainly for what sounds to play where and what places you can forage. Now here it is with all of the new biomes and more detailed zoning. These zones will dictate what kind of trees spawn where, how many, and other things along those lines. And with this new biome system, the generation will be much more natural and interesting. Apparently there will be 9 biomes in total: deep forest, organic forest, birch forest, pine forest, farm-maintained forest, pH-resistant forest, and 3 more which are mixtures of those. After that, we get another look at the new lighting. They say that there is still a lot of work to do on this, but a lot has still been done. Because of this, it is going to be one of the features that will get small periodic updates during Unstable. But for now, we get this video as well as a few images showing how the new lighting will look. It's plain to see that with all of the different colors of light from the different sources, the mood of the game will be changed drastically for the better. The last major thing they discuss in this blog is an update on the improvements to the existing places on the map that they showcased last time. They start off by saying that while the feedback was mostly positive, people did think that the changes to Muldrow made it look too fancy for what it's supposed to be. Because of this, they dialed it back a bit to make it fit the original idea for the town better. The changes from last time are small, but definitely do make it look a bit better. They also show us the massive improvements to the LSU library. And finally, our Thursdoid this month finishes off with 2 small and quick details. They have someone from TEA Games working on some unfair mistargeting moments when you're fighting in a hectic situation. They hope that this, along with their new animations, will make for much smoother combat. And something they have been working on for multiplayer is making the zombie movements smoother for when they are chasing you. They provide a video showing the before and after of this fix. Alright, now that the blog has been covered, I wanted to talk about the elephant in the room, which would be Build 42's release. In the last blog, when talking about their new plans to get the build out sooner, not only did they make it apparent that the full version of Build 42 would not only in fact not be releasing this year as they announced in January, but they also said that by the next blog they would have a much better picture of when we could expect the Unstable build to release, implying that they would at least talk about it further in this month's Thursdoid. As you can tell, however, they did not mention it again at all. I can wait forever for the next build to release, but I know a lot of the community does not feel the same way. As such, things like this are disheartening and disappointing to see for many people, and I'm beginning to notice this exact scenario becoming a pattern among other indie games that I love as well. I plan on making a video in the future on this phenomena of game developers announcing a new update or feature, making it sound like it will release in its complete form, and then when the time comes, they release a beta version or something that doesn't include all that was promised and end up delaying the final product. But for now, that's all for the video this time. I'll see you all soon.